Hey you all, I know y'all have been like, where the heck has Brown Barbie been? But my summer vacation has started, and so I have basically been a lazy bum. So I finally got off my butt and decided to record a Tellem Tuesday. Actually, the only reason why I got dressed today was because I went and bought one bottle of Minute Maid's pomegranate lemonade, and it was so freaking good that I went to get another bottle. That's why I got dressed today. So I was like, you know what, while I'm dressed, let me do Tellem Tuesday. But anyway, alright, so Basketball Wives is back, and the Foolywang has started from Jump Street. The new girl, Mika, I need her to sit down. She's trying too hard, and trying too hard in the wrong way. Like, if you're trying to get to know people that you've never met before, like, sit back and kind of observe a little bit. Don't just jump in and start on the gossip and the getting in people's business. And like on the first episode when she met up with Jennifer, and she was like talking about their relationship, Jennifer and Eric's, and I was like, ooh, she would have got shut down, because I would have been like, boo, you don't know me, so my personal life with my ex-husband is none of your business. Like, really? And then her talking about, you know, talking to the enemy when she talked to Royce and stuff. I'm like, how is she the enemy when you don't even know her? Like, their beefs are not your beefs because you don't know them. Like, you should be neutral at this point until you see for yourself. And, you know, that's one thing that I really respected about Jen, was that she did not badmouth Royce to Mika. She was like, you know, you'll have to form your own opinion. And I really respect that. And, you know, all of those chicks, I don't know about Mika, but the rest of them are all mothers except for Jen. And Jen is the most well-behaved housewife out of all of them. Because even though Shani tries to play that role, she is behind a lot of the foolishness. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, you all are supposed to be examples for your children, and you are catty, you are two-faced, you gossip, you're messy. Like, that's not a good example. And Susie and her, you know, trying to make up with Evelyn, kissing up, you know, I'm like, just sit down. If you're going to try to be friends with Susie and Royce, I mean, it's like a rule of thumb. If you're friends with two people who don't get along, you do not talk about either one in the presence of the other. That's just like common sense. Also, you should not allow either one to talk about the other in your presence, because that's kind of conflict of interest. Like, if that's your friend, you know, you shouldn't allow someone else to talk about your friend. Like, even if they're your friend, you just, you know, you shouldn't do that. And Susie isn't strong enough, in my opinion, to have that type of stance, which is the type of stance you need in order to not get drawn into something messy, which is bound to happen. And, you know, it's just ridiculous. I'm ready for next week's episode with the fight, you know, Evelyn and the throwing the drinks. You know, like, really, I don't know why, like, throwing drinks has become the, like, new fad here lately. Real Housewives of OC, they had the drink throwing episode on there too. I'm like, okay, we doing all this throwing drinks. Like, if you want to do something, like, throw a blow, not a drink. So, you know, basically you're showing that you're not really about anything because you just want to fling some drink on somebody, wasting your $10, you know, or $12, $15 glass of, you know, a cocktail. Because, you know, frankly, you know, if I'm gonna do something, I'm not gonna waste my alcohol on anybody. I'm gonna keep that in my glass. So, you know, I don't know what's up with all that. Single Ladies on VH1. I watched it last night. I did not watch the 2-hour premiere. I am ADD, okay? And this is why I don't really watch movies. And a 2-hour premiere is just a lot. So I think that I'm going to DVR it and then just kind of watch it in pieces, because I heard that Common, his character, is the one that slept with the blonde chick. So see, Miss Pilar, see, she done got a little job since Football Wives has gone off the air. But see, let that happen. I would have tore that store up. You know, Pilar, you know, didn't put hands on her, you know. And I was like, you are better than me, because let me have somebody looking like Common. And he cheated on me. And I know. Okay, y'all, sorry, I had to come back because my webcam was really distorting the video. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it, but anyway, so I am recording from my integrated webcam on my computer, because that one doesn't do the voice distorting thing. I don't know why the external one is, but anyway, like I was saying, had I been the wife, okay, and Common's fine behind cheating on me, especially with a woman who knew that he was married because he's a public figure, I'm tearing everybody up. I'm going down swinging, tearing him up, tearing the store up, tearing the girl. Because I just can't stand when women know that men are married and still mess with them. I'm like, really? Like, karma, people. What you put out, you get back. So let's not go there. But anywho, Braxton Family Values, I just watched it, like literally stopped it not even 5 minutes ago. So I was going to have to add this video to the other video anyway, because when I recorded the other video, I hadn't watched it on my DVR yet. You know, divorce is a difficult thing, and I definitely can, you know, empathize with their pain because of what their father did to their mother, and also the fact that he got married so soon after the divorce. Like, I know that that was just a sting. You know, because I'm a product of divorce as well, but my father did not remarry that soon. I think it might have been about 6 years or so in between his divorce from my biological mother and his second wife. Now, he's not married to her anymore either. So, yeah. But, you know, it's definitely difficult, especially when the man doesn't keep as much in contact with his children just because he's no longer with the mother. It seems that men do this a lot more, I guess, because in many cases the men are not the custodial parents. But, you know, I just find it sad because, you know, people need their mother and their father, in my opinion. And, you know, getting remarried should not make someone lose the relationship that they had with their children. And they're adults now, so I mean, there's no excuse. Like, sometimes people say, oh, well, the mom is crazy, she won't let me see the kids, yada yada yada. But they didn't get divorced until the Braxtons were adults, because I think she said the divorce was 10 years ago. They were all grown, so he has no excuse for not trying to mend and have a relationship with his children. He should have been down to Atlanta. I see on the, I think coming up, they're going to try to get him to come down. But my thing is, you know, the children shouldn't have to ask. Like, as the parent, he should have made it a point to come down and see his girls. So, you know, I just have I really feel bad about that type of stuff. I forgot to mention, when they were looking at their old house, I needed the new resident to not be so foolish. Let me see a celebrity on my property looking at my house. I am going to ask, you know, what are you doing here? But, you know, if they tell me, oh, this is the house we grew up in, you know, whatever, I'd be like, go ahead and look. Shoot, I would have invited the Braxtons in, probably. But I was just like, for her to be like, I want Toni Braxton arrested. Like, that was just being a publicity whore. Like, totally uncalled for and ridiculous. That really was foolish on their part. You know, I understand somebody's on your property, but even if they weren't a celebrity, if it was someone who grew up in the house, I could kind of understand them just wanting to come back and see where they grew up. I mean, big whoop. Tamar, all the crying and dramatics at the end. I'm just over it. I mean, I understand she's the baby of the family, but it seems like she is just so childlike in her mind. And I don't think anything's wrong with her. I mean, maybe there is. And that's why she acts the way she acts. Because for her to be in her 30s, she acts very, very immature. And the things that she does and the things that she says are things that someone who is a child would do. Like, I'm confused. And like forcing her sisters to, you know, do certain things. It's like people have to heal in their own time. Like, and you just have to respect that. But I just think that she's too forceful in having her way. And, you know, you can't do that. Like, I'm not the youngest. I'm not the baby. I'm actually the oldest. But so I kind of have an opposite spin on that because I was an only child for 9 years. So I was used to being by myself. So, you know, I do have my bouts of spoiledness because I was only child. But Tamar, you know, was the baby. She's never been the only child. You know, yes, she's the baby and she may have been coddled because she was the baby, but I just don't understand the significant immaturity. Like, my brother, he doesn't even act like that, and he's a boy. They supposedly mature slower than girls, and my brother isn't even that immature. So, and he's way younger than she is. So I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, also I watched Niecy's Wedding Bash. That came on TLC. I'm not saying HGTV. TLC. And oh my gosh, I just thought that was so cute. I was almost on the floor when Miss J caught the bouquet at the reception. I was like, you know what? I'm done. Because I'm going to need you not to have been on the floor when the single ladies were asked to come down to catch the bouquet. Your genitalia does not qualify you as a lady. I need you not to even been down there. But that was just so funny. Her husband seems like a really nice guy. And she just seems to love him to pieces, honey. I was like, if she kisses him one more time, I'm going to scream. She definitely seems very smitten. I don't understand though why her kids were so negative and disrespectful. Like, I mean, I understand divorce is hard. I know that. But their attitudes, I just couldn't get with. And yeah, I could somewhat see some static if she and her husband had only known each other for like a month or something, you know, short time frame where they didn't really have time to get adjusted to him and get used to the idea. But they've been together 2 years. So I'm like, why are y'all still acting like This is brand new. It's not. And, you know, those of you who know me know, and those of you who have been long-time subscribers probably know, disrespect for children, I can't deal with. Like, a child being disrespectful will send me over the edge in an instant. Like, just automatic, just snap. Because there's no reason for it. I think children should be children and stay in a child's place. And I think talking back, being rude, you know, to adults is unacceptable. And I don't believe in this, you know, whole, oh, you can't touch me. You know, let me tell you something. If I have a child, he or she will catch a beat down every now and then if need be. Because let me tell you, in that timeout, yeah, it may work every once in a while, but sometimes they need an instant pop to know you mean business and what they did was unacceptable. That instantaneous just is sometimes needed. And I would have told those cameramen, excuse me, could y'all stop rolling, and pounced on somebody. Because, see, you're not going to act a fool, especially on national TV, make me look bad. Oh, no. See, you will get beat. So, yeah, that is that. Yeah, see, I didn't got riled. It burns me up because there is no reason for it. I'm just like, no, especially when somebody is taking care of you and you want to be disrespectful. Like, even for my own self, I was a hot mess when I was younger. And, you know, so I know I'm probably going to get it back twice fold, thrice fold, whatever. So I already know, you know, that I'm going to have to body slam, you know, pounce on, all that to my own, because I can't do it. Oh, and I watched Unsung with Denise Williams. That was really good. I did not know that she used to be a backup singer for Stevie Wonder. So it was kind of nice to get her backstory and see where she was before she became a solo artist. It was cool. So I love me some Stevie Wonder, honey. So that was definitely a tidbit of information that I found interesting. That's it. And sorry y'all had to wait so long, but summer fever kicks in and I just get lazy. So see you guys next time. Peace.